Alright, so I'm gonna make 2 videos because I think it would be cool to make 2 videos. I'm gonna make one where I write all this, and then one where I write again, but explaining everything that I wrote. So yeah, if you want to find the actual explanation and like the part for the assignment, it's gonna be in the description. Or on the screen actually, there will be a little timestamp. In the description, you can go and click it. But if you don't care, you can just watch it. It's a little long, I'm sorry. But yeah, just go to the time on the screen right now, or you can go into the description and click that, and that will automatically take you to the segment where I actually explain my work and do the assignment. Thank you. Alright, I think it's working. Very cool. Very cool. Right, so now I have to do my homework. I have to choose 2 options. Option 1 and option 3 are the ones I went with. Objectively, the harder ones. Not for any particular reason except for that I didn't want to look for triangles in my house. But let's do this. Alright, I have to look at the proof below. There are 5 errors, and I already know where those are, because whoever wrote this is kind of silly. As you can see right here, ELR, you're not supposed to do that. It's RLE. Mr. or Mrs. I don't know. Who wrote this proof? Who did this? Is what I'm asking, because this is wrong. It's RLE, not ELR, because the order is very, very, very important. Now, this is a given. It's right. Okay. This person didn't go to school because AM is not going to be relatively equivalent to like LE and EL. That just doesn't work, and it isn't a reflexive. We can just remove this section entirely because it does not work. Actually, scratch that because it does work, except it's not a reflexive. It's actually because it's a given. I don't know how to write with a mouse, so I'm going to write in all capitals. Given. Alright, see, these 2 lines, equivalent. Alright, because they gave it to us. We're also, I think, given this, RM, oh no, it's the M, but I know those ones are also equivalent, but I'll get to that. Boom. Okay, here's a stinker, ready? I don't know where RLE is. It's right here. This is a reflection. Alright. Now we are at the stinker, the second stinker, because it's also difficult, I guess. ARM is relatively equivalent to ERL. Now we can see ARM over here. It looks like that. ERL looks like that. Those don't look the same. Well, they technically look like this, but you know, just technicalities. Not like it's really important or anything. This is not given. It's just not given. I don't know who wrote this. It's not given. It is actually the definition of vertical angles. That says vertical angles. I'm gonna use the text tool. I'm done. I'm done writing. I can't type. Okay. Oh, you can't. Okay, this goes right here. These 2, they're connected. Let's leave it at that. All right. Oh boy, they also got this wrong. This is not ASA. Not at all ASA. It is actually angle side. This one is easy because it's just 3 letters. Boom. Done. Whoever wrote this, please try harder. You know, I can tell you tried really hard. But at the same time, you really didn't. Now that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 errors. Now, I think there may be another error. Actually, I proved myself wrong. It's not an error. Never mind. This, I don't know where the error is. It's somewhere here. I know it's somewhere here. It's let's just say I got it right. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it. Now, option 3, use diagram A and diagram B on the right. Explain which pairs of segments could be labeled congruent on diagram A for the triangles to be congruent by angle, angle, side. Then explain what pair of segments needs to be labeled congruent on diagram B for the triangles to be congruent by angle, side, angle. Now, I can't regurgitate anything that I said, so I'm going to read it again, but in my head. Alright, now I understand. I understand now. I have to label these. If I label those, it's congruent by angle, side, angle, I think. Now, if I label... I need to... my brain is broken now. Because I need to figure out what that says. I'm slightly dyslexic and... this is hurting my mind. Okay. I have to explain which of these segments could be labeled so that I have angle, angle, side. Now, I know the answer to this. Boom. Boom. Alternatively, I'm going to draw them again. That is horrible. Let's pretend like these... there's one taken away because I don't want to draw 3 lines because that would be really cramped. Now let's pretend that these are the same triangles. I go boom, I go boom. There, I can have these angles touch this side only once. Like only once, and then the other one is just extra. That would make it angle, angle, side. However, over here, with this one needs this segment labeled. They need these segments labeled to be angle, side, angle because I need to have a segment in the middle of these weird angles so that they're angle, side, angle. And I think that's the only way I can do that because they just don't have another angle anywhere. So that's that problem. What I got wrong with this one, I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to put it out there. I'm not exactly sure. All I know is that they're possibly missing the mentioning of them being parallel. I don't know. Because it's kind of weird to just throw it out there that AM and EL are sort of equivalent. Oh, I need to sneeze. I did not know. Alright. What was I talking? Oh, okay. I think they need a label. Yeah, they do need a label, but they need to label something in there that is very important, and it would make or break their answer. And I think it's the explanation for these lines being parallel, not parallel, because they don't look parallel. But I don't know if it's the scale. But this is kind of weird. I'm honestly kind of scared of this problem because I could get everything wrong. But I think they need to put a reason right here. This one needs to be 5. because that's the end. And they need to put this reason that says that these ones are equivalent by parallel, because to explain it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This seems right to me. Yeah, that seems right to me. That seems right to me. And this one is right too. That one I did right. That one I explained correctly. That one I did it. I just don't know if I'll get all of my points knocked off. If I do, well, I did something wrong. But if not, then very cool. I'm gonna look this over, and then I'm gonna do another explanation. This is gonna be the behind the scenes of me trying to figure out everything last minute. So yeah, I'm gonna end this, and I'm gonna make like a, I don't know, something. I'm gonna make the other segment where I actually solve things. Alright, so I did my work. If you wanted to watch the last video, that was me doing my work. But this is presumably right. I had to find 5 errors in this proof, and I found one error here, which is that they wrote ELR instead of RLE for their angles. That was incorrect because they actually needed to put in the same order that they did with RMA. So if you could see here, RMA, right here was RMA, right here is RLE. In order for this to be given, you need to write the same thing. Now for the next one, they wrote that it was reflexive, but these two lines are not touching at all. They're not touching at all. So you can't call it a reflexive if they don't actually reflect and share a side, and they don't. So I just marked them normal, and I put given because right here it was actually given. Now with this one, ARM, ARM, ERL. This is vertical angles and not given, because over here I do not see ARM or ERL being labeled as congruent. So that is vertical angles. I wrote it over here because I didn't want to write vertical angles. It's too long. And then at the end they said angle side angle. This is not angle side angle congruence. It is angle angle side congruence. Now over here I'm a bit confused because there were 5 errors, but I seem to only find 4 errors. So I did something wrong, but I'm willing to admit that I did something wrong. I was trying to explain it, saying that if I say that these are parallel lines, then I'll have an extra reason to criticize the person who tried really hard to write this. But I thought that would be too mean and probably wrong. So I'm not going to put that, and I'm just going to take the hit. This next one, I'm going to explain my thinking here. Alright, so these 2 diagrams, I needed this one to be angle angle side. I'm just write that here. And then this one needs to be angle side angle. I will start with B because B is easier to explain. I labeled these segments as congruent because they're the only 2 that would make it angle side angle. And that's as simple as it can come. Alright, now this one, I went a little crazy. I'm just saying I went a little crazy with this one because I had 2 reasons that these could be angle side. Alright, so over here you can see angle side. This angle and this side, they're kind of close to each other, so like they're together, but this one is like a third wheel and they're not cool. So like they're kind of excluded, so it would go like should be angle side. And the same story is here. Boom. And I did the same thing, but on this thing right here, over here. So it would be the same. Boo. Boo. You know? And that's my explanation. If I got any wrong, I'm willing to admit that I got them wrong. I'm just not sure how. With this one especially, I have no idea what I did wrong with this one. But if I did do it wrong, I'm sorry, and I'll do my best to correct myself next time. But yeah, that's my video.